Who's the #1 YouTuber you watch?
Grant Cohn. You gotta watch him. He's got the best information on sports.
What is the #1 asset on the 49ers right now?
It's Trey Lance. It's a quarterback on a rookie deal.
People don't talk about this enough. It's the most important thing in football, and the Niners have it, but they're not using it.
They're not, because the longer you're carrying Jimmy Garoppolo, who's the opposite, he's a top 5 paid player in the NFL. So you got him on your roster and
waste.
Right. And you could be using some of this money to pay all of it to extend Warner,
get Gilmore, get Everson Griffin or Melvin Ingram or Justin Houston. Yeah. It's all there. But
you don't, I mean, yeah, I think that's why it's one of the reasons why I was a big fan of going to trading up to get a rookie quarterback as opposed to like going to get Matthew Stafford. Yeah. You know what you have in Matthew Stafford, but if he's still paid high.
Yeah, I agree.
And you can look at the X factor with Trey or the unknown as being a negative, but you can also look at it as a positive. You kind of know what you're getting with Matthew Stafford, and you could end up getting a top tier quarterback with Trey. Like, yeah, he could bust, but he could also turn into one of the superstars in the NFL.
Also, the whole thing about drafting a quarterback in round 1 and sitting him for a year so he can develop, I feel like is kind of outdated. I mean, it's a pre-rookie wage scale thing. Now, whatever benefits you get from sitting a quarterback probably are outweighed by getting him on the field and building your team around him. I mean, maybe the Chiefs did the right thing setting Mahomes a year, or maybe they would have been Super Bowl contenders had he played as a rookie and they just gotten rid of Alex Smith. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, how many guys really were effective from sitting? Was it like that? I could think of like recently Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers, but you could argue
Rodgers was pre-rookie wage scale.
Yeah, pre-rookie wage scale. Yeah. But even then, like you could argue they probably waited too long on Rodgers. Right. Like I think he played Rodgers 1 year. And then
good. He was always good. He was amazing at Cal. He wasn't going to be bad at Green Bay.
If you look at it, they played Rodgers like I think he played 1 year, and then he immediately they had to extend him. Like imagine if you got that. Yeah. Like when he was on his rookie deal, like Green Bay probably would have won in the Super Bowl.
So I want to say something real quick. Niner fans are always obsessed about like the 5-year plan, when really it's always about winning the Super Bowl now. And this is a weird year because of the pandemic. The cap came down. People don't have space. So the way that most teams have responded is to go cheap at the quarterback position. We've talked about this for a long time. I think this is the future of the league, going cheap at the quarterback position, because as long as there are guys on their rookie deal who can compete, then you really can't compete if you're spending 4 or 5 times as much on your guys. So can I list? There are 19 quarterbacks whose cap hit is below 12 million this year. 19. Can I list them real quick? I'll go quick. 19.
Yeah, no, you're sure,
Keep in mind, Jimmy's at 27. All right. Keep in mind, Jimmy's at 27. These are all the quarterbacks whose cap hit is 12 million or less. Ryan Tannehill, Jared Goff, Baker Mayfield, Tom Brady, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, Taysom Hill, Daniel Jones, Josh Allen, Tua Tagovailoa, Justin Herbert, Cam Newton, Andy Dalton, or Justin Fields. Take your pick. Sam Darnold, Teddy Bridgewater, or Drew Lock, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts. 19. I'm thinking one of these 19 guys is going to win the Super Bowl this year. Odds are.
Yeah, and how many of those 19 guys are better than Jimmy Garoppolo?
12, 13, 14. I mean, yeah.
19.
I mean, I'll take Jimmy over Jalen Hurts maybe. But it's like still, like, give me the cheap guy. Give me the cheap guy every single time. So I just think that there's a trend going around the league. Look at all the smart coaches, Sean Payton, Bill Belichick, Andy Reid. They're finding ways to have a very low cap number for the quarterback, which allows them to build up the rest of the roster and go all in now. And then next year they'll work it out. They'll renegotiate the contract again or whatever. I mean, it's not like Taysom Hill's ever going to get a lot of money. Good.
Right. But I think it does. I think it is part of. I think it still lends itself to being a 5-year plan, right? Because you've got 5 years. This guy, you got a rookie deal in 5 years, so you got 5. you can do this 5 different times, right? So
yes.
like it does lend yourself to a 5-year plan, because I got Trey for 5 years. So
yeah,
like I essentially have 5 shots. Like, so I think it does lend itself to a 5-year plan. I think the fifth year is the most expensive, but it's still relatively cheap.
Absolutely. The more I've gone back and forth on the Trey Lance starting thing, and I just feel like in 2021, you don't want to waste a single week of a rookie quarterback's rookie wage scale contract. You just don't. And if he's not good, then maybe you shouldn't have drafted him. If he's going to go out and fall on his face, then maybe that wasn't the guy for you, man. I don't know. I mean, if you put rookie Josh Allen on this team right here, on the Niners team, right, would he be terrible? I don't think so.
Yeah,
he's pretty good.
Right. I mean, and also you could argue this is probably the best situation a rookie quarterback has been in outside of the Chiefs with Mahomes. Like, what rookie quarterback is getting, a Hall of Fame left tackle? You just got him a 2nd round guard. I mean, the other you've got him an all-pro center. I mean, another 1st round pick in McGlinchey, and and then you got weapons outside and an all-pro Hall of Fame, or I don't want to say Hall of Fame tight end just yet, but you've got an all-pro tight end. I mean, these rookie quarterbacks generally don't step into these situations. So, I mean, he's got a situation
and he's got a severely limited quarterback in front of him. I mean, Trey Lance is so much more talented than Jimmy, and he's more protective of the football. He checks the ball down, and he runs. So, yeah, it's too bad if the Niners waste a year of Trey Lance's rookie deal, because I think if they actually were to embrace it and go all in, they could compete with him. Because I honestly look at the Saints as a contender. That team's stacked, and they have their record without Drew Brees the last couple of years is like 9-1 because their team is so good. So Taysom Hill is not a top 15 quarterback in the league, maybe not even top 20, but he's so cheap and he can do so many different things. I think they're going to be pretty good. It allows them to have a roster that's better than Seattle's, that's better than Green Bay's.
Yes, and I would say, I said this before when I was arguing for a rookie quarterback during the draft process, is like if you can like give Jimmy the training wheels treatment with Jimmy Gimmies, like why can't you do that with a rookie quarterback?
Exactly.
Why can't you?
That's what New Orleans is going to do with Taysom Hill this year. They're going to do it.
Yeah, put the plays in the playbook that Trey can execute the best, and take away the ones that he can't. And then when he's ready to do those plays or execute those plays, if ever, you put them in. But right now, give him the stuff he can do.
Yeah, it's not like Jimmy throws the ball that much anyway.